Hello everyone and welcome back to NikeShoeBot. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to go ahead and bot Supreme using NSB. So let's go ahead and begin today's video. Before we go ahead and begin today's video, I actually did an entire overview of NSB, a written and video overview. I'll leave that link down below. I highly recommend you go ahead and check that out. There's a lot of information there. I highly recommend you go ahead and read up on that overview before you watch this video, because it just makes sense in the order of content. And finally, ask that you guys drop a like and subscribe on today's video if you do go on to enjoy it or it helps you guys out. So as you guys can see, I have my NSB copy up. If you want to follow along in today's video, then you can. I'm going to begin on the task setup section for this video. So for the task setup section, the first thing we're going to talk about is the sizing on the Supreme task selection. So go to sizing, and the sizing on Supreme is small, medium, large, extra large and extra large. Now you can go ahead and select multiple sizes on your task by separating it by a comma. So for example, let's say I wanted a small and a medium. I type in small and I do a comma and then I do medium, just like so. Now when it comes to colors, the exact same thing will apply. So regardless of any colors that are dropping, if you do want your task to have multiple colors on it, you simply type in one color and you type in another. So for example, if I wanted black and I also wanted white, I do comma space white, and that will go for two types of colors. Now if you want to go ahead and select a random size or random color, all you want to go ahead and do is remove anything from this field. So let's say for example, I'm fine with my sizes but I want random colors. I'll go ahead and remove everything I've just typed in, and keeping it empty will essentially go for a random color available. Now that we've covered the task setup, let's move over to the release tips part of the video. Now we're going to transition into the release tips part of this video, and just to begin it off, I do want to talk about your modes when it comes to your tasks. Now when it comes to running Supreme, you are going to run a large amount of tasks, and I want to go ahead and speak about the ratio of tasks when it comes to modes. So for example, let's say you have 10 tasks, we'll go with that example, and there's a variety of modes. I want to go ahead and speak about the ratio you should be running. So we have safe mode, fast mode, restock mode, desktop mode and hybrid mode. Now 50% of your tasks should be on safe mode. So for example, we're running 10 tasks, 5 of them should be on safe mode. Then we also have the fast mode, and 20% of them should be on fast mode. So once again, if you're 10 tasks, 2 of them will be on fast. Then 30% should be on desktop, and 5 tasks should be on hybrid. This will give you a wide variety of tasks on your computer, just in case something comes to releases and one type of task is favored. When it comes to your total task running on your computer, if you do not have an extremely fast computer, don't run more than 100 tasks, and if you have a moderate computer, think about running around 50 tasks. Now when you're going through the checkout process, one click is the most ideal thing to happen, and the way you go ahead and do that is by logging into your Google account and watching some YouTube videos to generate some activity, and that will go ahead and help you get one clicks during the checkout process. However, you can also use AYCD for captcha solving. Another thing to note is that your billing and shipping information must match. Supreme will use a name on your card for your address information to ensure that it's correct. Now when it comes to proxies with Supreme, proxies are recommended on Supreme. However, it is not recommended to use rotating residential proxies. Now transitioning back to tasks here, run up to 10 to 15 tasks using your local IP, and then if you want to use more tasks, go ahead and utilize proxies. And when it comes to starting your tasks, start your tasks 15 to 30 seconds before the drop for safe and desktop modes, and 45 seconds before the drop for fast and hybrid mode tasks. Finally, when it comes to very hype Supreme drop, it is highly recommended to create at least 5 hybrid mode tasks. Now we're going to go ahead and transition into the restocks tips part of the video. So when it comes to restocks with NSB, it is important to create a combination of tasks which is safe, desktop and restock modes only. So safe is here, desktop is there, and they have a dedicated restock mode as well. And you should also be decreasing your checkout time between 0 and 100 milliseconds, given this is a restock. So when it comes to that, go to this section. The default is going to be 1000. Go ahead and set it in between 0 and 100 like I just mentioned, and you can also use the item link when monitoring for a restock. This is because when you go for the initial drop, we don't have the links. That's why we have to use keywords. However, after the items drop and you're going for restocks, you'll have the link, so go ahead and enter the link here and that will be more useful for you. Now when it comes to the amount of tasks when you're running restocks, you can run as many as you want, assuming you do have the proxies for it and everything set up correctly. and when it comes to monitoring for items on Supreme for restocks, it is pretty useful to run some blue tasks with the correct keywords so NSB can start some Supreme tasks automatically. Now the final tip for the restocks part of this video, when it comes to restocks, if you want to get a random color, we did mention earlier in the video that when it comes to random colors, you essentially leave the color field empty. However, it's highly recommended to create a task with every single available color for the item you're going for, just to increase your chances, and then obviously if either of them restocks, then your tasks will go for that color. That is going to go ahead and conclude today's video on how to bot Supreme with NSB. If you guys did enjoy the video, please drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace out.